Hello everyone, my name is Shivanshi Pawar and I'm intern at UB Advocate. Today I'm going to talk about the topic the rights of LGBT community. The reason why I've chosen this particular topic is because I believe there's a lot of stigma and taboo around this particular topic. While there's a need to address this particular important issue. So while talking about it, I would first like to talk about Section 377 of IPC. Section 377 criminalizes sexual act between two consenting adults, which goes against the order of nature, thus making it an anti-sodomy statute. While talking about this, there are various case laws to be taken into consideration. One being NAS Foundation versus Government of NCT of Delhi. In this particular case, it was held that Section 377 is violative of Article 14, 15 and Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Article 21, because people have the right to live with dignity, which also comes with the gender identity and sexual orientation they want to live with. Article 14 and 15, because there should be no discrimination on the basis of sex. While talking about sex, it does not only talk about your physical characteristics, but also about the gender or the sexual orientation you want to associate with. The second case was Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus NAS Foundation. This particular case upturned the decision taken by the former judgment, by the former case. So in this case, it was said that a minuscule fraction of the country's population is lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender. And the High Court has held heavily upon international precedent while taking its decision of giving the so-called rights to the LGBT persons. So this particular decision was not taken very nicely by the people, and correctly so. The third decision was Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India. In this particular case, it was held that only that portion of Section 377 which criminalizes the sexual act between two consenting adults should be held unconstitutional, whereas the other part of Section 377, which talks about having sex with minor or non-consensual sex or the act of bestiality, should still remain in force. While talking about transgender community, there are two cases to be taken into consideration. One is Nalsa versus Union of India. This was a landmark judgment which gives transgender community a third gender identity in the country of India. In this case, it was said that Article 21, talking about the right to live with dignity, comes along with the sexual orientation and the gender identity they want to live with. Article 14, the right to equality, and Article 19, talking about the freedom of speech and expression, should be given to all persons irrespective of their sexual orientation or the gender which they want to associate with. Third was Article 15 and Article 16, which talks about discrimination on the basis of gender. Now, gender not only talks about the physical features of the person, but also gender, which is based on one's self-perception. The other case is Puttaswamy case, which is also known as privacy case. In this particular case, it was held that sexual orientation is a very important aspect of one's privacy. Now, I would just like to say at the end that even though we have achieved a lot in this long journey of achieving rights for LGBT community persons, but still there's a long way to go. Considering the amount of rights there's still left to achieve, like same-sex marriage, that of adoption, opportunity to serve in the army, along with the need to accept them the way they are, instead of trying to put societal pressure on them and trying to put them in a vessel where we cast different types of stereotypical theories on them. We need to accept them in the society the way they are. Therefore, I would just like to conclude it by saying a quote correctly said by Helen Page, that this world would be a whole lot better if we just made an effort to be less horrible to one another. Thank you so much.